Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And before I start, I have to note that this one that I did yesterday, it's so much when nothing for weeks has when I haven't been using, and then you go back to the ones that were and they're carcoaled. Badly. Doesn't make any sense. It shouldn't make any difference. Also, I'm not feeling this drawing from yesterday, so I don't feel like it's. I don't feel like the underdrawing's working. Work that one out. Okay. Despite the fact I've got loads of paintings that I like with it in recently when I've been doing it, I'm not enjoying it. So I'm going to touch it today. 2, 4, 3. Honest, need a buckle. It might just be because I've not put the drawing room inside. Let's move that to the side. We're back to Poulton Road, drawing the shops up towards the shop we did on the corner. But we're going to focus on kind of this area. Been very distracted this morning. Able to kind of focus down on what I'm supposed to be doing. A few. It's something I wonder sometimes how, a town of 10,000 people, 10,000, 30,000 people, sorry, manages to maintain so many fast food restaurants. And some of them when I was a kid, but less kebab, a place like kebabs and more fish and chips. So, unsurprising in a town where they used to land a lot of fish. It should be there, and then this one should come out. This is what I should have done, don't mind. Oops. That perspective's wrong. That's the perspective. Genius. Don't give me any of this an AI perspective. AI can't count fingers. Definitely can't get perspective right from the pictures I've seen. It'll have like an element that'll just disappear. Yeah, eventually AI will be able to get that right, and I won't, but yeah, don't care. Yeah, you come in for your job. Look fine. Have it. Personally, I find the leaps astonishing how quickly they're making them. And personally, I think it'd be funnier if you left in things like just the wrong amount of fingers and stuff. Lightened by just no matter what happens, AI is one of mine. The big thing in art and illustration community at the moment. And no matter what happens, there's always going to be some value humans doing art, even if it's not kind of monetary, which a lot of my time is monetary, and I enjoy it regardless whether we're making money. And this is the thing at the end of the day is, I don't know, for me as a person, money has never been my main motivator to do anything. It's always been looking for kind of the distraction and the enjoyment. Of doing something. I feel like if you did this extension now, you wouldn't be allowed to put a window on the side, because I know from doing architecture with kids, when we spoke to a building firm, they said you can't build windows overlooking within a certain distance. Pre-existing buildings. And obviously this already exists now. So not only does it already exist, and it's in a conservation zone. So they're unlikely to change it. So I think this shop here, which is like a second-hand junk shop, so I think it's called the Old Junk Shop. Used to be one of these houses down, shops down here, and moved to still bare unit. And since that and this place opened, we've now got, as well as having the regular amounts of charity shops, we've now also got a bunch of second-hand shops. In fact, if you look at the end of the street here, there's one here, just behind that van. And we've got one in the shop there, street there, and then there's another one around the corner. Oh, and there's another one on the street. So there's two on the street, one across from the street, and then one around the corner, all in like a little. And they all sell very different things. This one tends to sell furniture. The one a few doors away tends to sell like household items and bric-a-brac. Then one around the corner tends to sell. Oh, the one across the road sells like your brownish coloured antiques. So your older furniture, antique maps, antique toys, more vintagey sort of stuff. And then the place around the corner sells assorted household items that are more kitschy. If that makes any sense. The one at the end of the street tends to only be open at the end of the street tends to only be open on like Friday, Saturdays, I think. It's open weird hours. I've been in a few times, but it's not open a lot. That junk shop's open pretty much all the time. And the one around the corner, not been in. Been past it a few times, but I've always been busy. Too busy to go stop and look. Yep, okay. Just a bit. had a kind of long-term interest in AI. Like when we were at college, that's what he wanted to program. He wanted to be a programmer, he wanted to program specifically in AI. And this was 20. This would have been 22 years ago. 22 years ago, yeah. It's all he ever went on about. And now he says the irony is his job's going to be one of the first that goes as well. So. We're in two very different fields and both are looking like they'll be replaced sooner rather than later. I've technically got a long time before AI can replace my ceramics work. It's not really something to be proud of though. You know, my ceramics work is weird. And it's more kind of art rather than, you know, it comes. I'm very aware of that. At the end of the day, automation is eventually going to have everyone's job. Whether it will work, doesn't matter. But the rigorous is okay because you know. Eventually, the human race will be wiped out anyway. So what's the problem? Thanks, brain. So positive. I'm not pessimistic about this whole thing. It's an interesting time to be alive. It's all blue. Why go for a different shot from it when you go for blue? Okay. So it's that time of day where we add our shadows to everything before we call it a day. Can I give up before we do the fine details of anything? No. Right. We need to do the woodwork first. Say do the shadows, we're not doing all the woodwork. All these wooden. That's it all. That's it. That was literally it. Now let's put the shadows in. The shadows, which is like you've painted it all. Then we're just going to put a wash over anywhere. It's a rooftop. It can provide the slightest bit of shade. Like here, because it's dark here. Which means you would see it here as well. I guess we're saying that the sunlight is coming from the south, which would be right. That's where it comes from most of the day. Rises kind of because I'm facing the south down the street, so this direction, that's south down there, it's north. West is behind the buildings, so the sun sets over that direction and it rises over this direction. It's kind of the shadows on here suggest that it's later in the day, but if we go kind of earlier in the day, just a bit more interesting. Anyway, thanks for listening to me waffle on. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm enjoying it a bit more without the necessity of the pen, which I've actually done for a while now. But when I did it yesterday, just I don't know, it just feels a bit blobby. And it's probably because you use a broad pen rather than a thinner one. But we'll have to do some testing with it to see if we can get it back on point with using an acrylic marker. Anyway, warmer today because it's above 0 outside. So, yeah, it's Saturday, so I'm gonna go chill now. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.